Can y'all see? We good? All right, so we have silicone tetrahydride. So what's the first symbol we have? What's the first capital letter, little letter? Si. All right, and how many silicones do we have? 1. And we have 4 hydrogens, so the symbol for hydrogen is H. And there's a little 4 down here, so we have 4. Now it wants us to draw the Lewis structure. So what column is silicone in? It's in 4? Yep, I see it. All right. So if it's in 4, it gets 4 valence electrons, right? So it's got 4 valence electrons. And how many valence electrons does it need? So it needs 4 more to get to 8. All right. What's the valence, or what column is hydrogen in? 1. So how many valence electrons does it have? 1. How many does it need? Okay, here's where it gets tricky. Hydrogen is special. Hydrogen only wants 2. So it only needs 1 more. All right. So we have 4 hydrogens, so we're going to multiply these 2 numbers by 4. So 4 times 1 plus 4 is 8. All right. 4 times 1, or 1 times 4 is 4 plus 4 is 8, right? All right, it says how many bonds do we need to draw? It's 4. So in order to figure that out, silicone wants 8. Hydrogen wants 2, and there's 4 hydrogens. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 8 is 16. So 16 minus, we have 8 already, divided by 2 is 4. So silicone's first, so we're going to put silicone in the middle. And how many hydrogens did we have? 4. And honestly, when it comes to drawing these, you just kind of have to start by guessing. So where do you think we should put those 4 initially? Yeah, around the outside, right? So we're going to put 4 hydrogens around the outside. And how many bonds do we need? 4, so I'm just going to connect these. All right, so now let's look. Does silicone have all 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Does hydrogen have 2? This hydrogen have 2? This hydrogen have 2? This hydrogen have 2? Then we're done. Everyone's happy. Yep, the line is 2, and hydrogen just wants 2. Nope. We only needed the 16 to figure this out. We needed 8 valence electrons, and we have 8. All right, let's try it again. So the first symbol is carbon. There's a little bitty 1 there, so we only have 1 carbon. And carbon is in the 4th column. So it has 4 valence electrons. And we're going to look at it a little bit differently this way. If carbon was totally happy, carbon would have 8 valence electrons, right? Yes? All right. The next symbol is fluorine. How many fluorines do we have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots. So it has 7 valence electrons. It really wants 8 valence electrons, though. So for total number, 7 times 4 is 28, right? Plus 4 is 32. 8 times 4 is 32, right? Plus 8, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8, 3, 9, 40. Huh? Because it's going to be easier to see the numbers on this one. I'm just trying to make your lives easier. All right. So to figure out how many we need to draw, we're going to take 40. We're going to subtract 32. We're going to divide by 2. So 40 minus 32 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. So we're going to need to draw 4 bonds. So I'm going to put carbon in the middle and fluorines around the outside. And I'm going to draw 4 bonds. If everybody's happy, though, how many electrons are we going to have? 40. How many valence electrons do we have to work with, though? 32. So let's see if we have 32 drawn down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does fluorine need some more electrons? So let's give fluorine the rest of its electrons, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Now we're all done. All of our valence electrons have been accounted for. We've drawn 4 bonds, and all of our atoms are there. I'm going to keep working them with you. We're going to work these till we get it, till it clicks in our head, okay? All right, let's do the next one. SCl2. All right, so the first symbol we have is sulfur. We have 1. What column is it in on the periodic table? Yep, it's in column 6. So its Lewis structure is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6 valence electrons, and it really wants 8. Our next symbol is chlorine. There's 2. Chlorine is in column 7. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 valence electrons, and it needs to get to 8. To make this a little clearer, I have 2 chlorines, so I'm just going to bring the times 2 over here so I know where it came from. So 7 times 2 is 14, plus 6 is 30, right? 8 times 2 is 16, plus 8 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I'm going to say 30 minus 24 divided by 2. So I get 6 over 2. I'm going to get 3. Is everyone following me so far?
7 times 2 is 14 plus 6 is 20.
I said right. No one stopped me. How about now? Look better? So it's 24 minus 20 over 2. So we get 4 over 2, so we get 2 bonds. So sulfur's first, so I'm going to put it in the middle. I've got 2 chlorines, so I'm just going to put 1 on each side. I'm going to draw 2 bonds. Looks pretty good, right? All right. That only accounts for 4 electrons, though, and I need to get to 20. How many electrons does chlorine need to be happy? 8. So I'm going to give it 6 more. Okay. How many does this chlorine need to be happy? 8. So I'm going to give this guy 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I still have to put 4 more electrons on here somewhere. How many does sulfur want? 8. How many does it have right now? 4. Can I put my last 4 on sulfur? Yeah. Did I get all 20 valence electrons? Did I get 2 bonds? Then we're done. Do we have time to do carbon bromide real quick? Okay. Let's do carbon Tetra bromide real quick. So the first symbol we have is C. We have 1. And by now, hopefully, you've memorized that carbon has 4 valence electrons. And it wants 8. Bromide is next. We've got 4. It's in column 7, so it's got 7 valence electrons. It wants 8. And there's 4 of those bromides. So I'm going to bring the 4 over. 7 times 4 is 20. 28 plus 4 is 30. Yep, it's 32. You're right. So we're going to put that in the bottom. Okay, listen, I'm not good at math off the top of my head either. There's a reason we have calculators. 8 times 4 is what? 32. Plus 8, 40. If you need to use like a basic calculator for this, you can. Don't be afraid to get out a basic calculator. So we're going to say 40 minus 32 divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2, we get 4.
It's always divided by 2.
Always divided by 2. So we're going to put the first one in the middle. That's always the easiest way to start. We're going to put the bromides around the outside. We're going to draw 4 bonds because that's what our number is. But we need 32 valence electrons, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8. Yeah, we give each of them, they each want 8, right? So we start passing out electrons so everyone gets 8. So, yep, Rosmahal, you're right. Each of them gets 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go ahead and say 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And that's the total number of valence electrons. Worked out perfect. I'm done. All right. Why don't y'all try nitrogen triiodide and H2O on your own, and we'll pick up here on Monday, okay? Sound fair?